Let's dive right in. What is the most powerful tool a U.S. president has that can rewrite someone's life story overnight?
Hi everyone, I'm Leah. I'm super excited about today's topic, which is all about presidential powers.
And I'm Garrett. Today we're going to get into something really intriguing that involves history, power, and a bit of controversy. You know?
Welcome to Laid Back Learning with Leah and Garrett. So today we're tackling the fascinating subject of Trump's use of presidential clemency from 2017 to 2021.
All right, let me tell you a quick story. I once thought the president could use clemency to forgive anyone for anything. Even little things like, not paying parking tickets. Turns out it doesn't work that way.
That's hilarious. But that's actually a common misconception. Clemency is a bit more serious than that.
Yeah, totally. Clemency is a presidential power that's sort of derived from Article 2 of the U.S. Constitution. It's like the ultimate lifeline a president can throw to someone convicted of a federal crime.
Exactly. And there are mainly two types of clemency: pardons, which forgive crimes entirely, and commutations, which basically shorten a sentence but don't erase the crime itself. It's all about balancing compassion and justice.
Now let's talk about Trump and his, unique approach to clemency. Unlike his predecessors, he often bypassed the office of the pardon attorney, which normally reviews applications for clemency.
Yeah, that office usually does the groundwork, helping decide who's deserving of clemency. But with Trump, it appears he ignored that process, opting for a more direct and personal approach.
Let's unpack how this all started. On January 20th, 2017, Trump was inaugurated. One of his early controversial acts of clemency was the pardon of Joe Arpaio, a former sheriff known for his tough stance on immigration.
That's right. Arpaio's pardon was really contentious because he hadn't even been sentenced yet. It really highlighted Trump's willingness to make bold moves aligning with his political style.
Then there was Alice Marie Johnson, whose sentence was commuted on August 28, 2020. This case really caught public attention because of, Kim Kardashian's advocacy.
Kim Kardashian, the celebrity, right? Her involvement was so wild. But it shows how celebrities can impact political decisions. It sort of opened a public conversation about justice reform.
Trump's decisions also had a lot to do with who he had around him. Two key influencers in his decisions were his daughter Ivanka Trump and son-in-law Jared Kushner. Talk about keeping it in the family.
True, but that raised eyebrows about nepotism, which is when powerful positions are filled by family rather than based on qualifications. It made people question the impartiality of those decisions.
Finally, let's talk about the final days. On January 19, 2021, Trump granted a staggering 143 clemency actions. Can you imagine the frenzy in the White House that day?
It's like a last-minute frenzy for sure. This mass clemency rush drew a lot of criticism because people felt it lacked thorough consideration of each case.
So here's the big question. Were Trump's clemency actions driven more by political interests rather than justice?
Honestly, it does feel like many decisions were politically motivated, like rewarding loyalty rather than serving justice. It challenges the principle of fair play in the judicial system.
Yeah, that's a solid point, but I also think it's complicated. Presidents have a lot on their plates, and priorities can get tangled with personal ties and political strategies.
Absolutely. It's interesting how celebrities like Kim Kardashian can sway decisions, showing the intersection of fame and politics.
And imagine the possibilities if more celebrities use their platforms for justice reform. Gives you something to chew on.
Studying this topic helps us appreciate the power dynamics in play and why it's so important to keep these powers in check for fairness and justice.
Exactly. And the historical perspective really gives context to current political discourse. Helps us understand where we're headed, right?
Stay curious, everyone. Thanks for joining us on Laid Back Learning.
Absolutely. Until next time, stay curious indeed.